world is the target, you can still depend on one man.
I want you to find Goldeneye.
3,
Find who took it.
2,
And stop it.
1.
My name's Bond. James Bond.
Hey everybody, Kensurfs here, and we're back in the Shave Den with another tribute video to a James Bond movie from 1995, and that is Goldeneye. Now in this video I'm going to be using a razor that I used exclusively in the 90s, because if you actually were in Southern California and you were looking for a DE razor, yeah, they just weren't happening. And one of my favorite razors of the 90s was the Sensor and the Sensor XL. So today I want to thank my friend Ross for sending me this. This is the gold-plated version of the Gillette Sensor. And I can't think of a better razor to use in a 1995 James Bond tribute movie than that. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite scents from Tailorable Bond Street in London, and that is the Grapefruit. So we're going to use that. For the aftershave, Floris number 89. The brush, currently soaking in a martini glass. Now, I want to thank one of the viewers. They told me, hey, when you do that Goldeneye video, instead of the skull, you should use a martini glass. And thank you for that tip. I do appreciate it. And I've got the Simpson's Chubby. I think we're all right. I think we're about ready to rock on this. So let's get this shave started. All right. Wipe the face a bit. I cut myself pretty good on that lip in that other shave, the last shave I did, by dragging the DE razor sideways across it, which you should never do. But every once in a while, I make mistakes too. All right. You know, Goldeneye, the longest hiatus in a James Bond movie, between James Bond movies, was Goldeneye. License to Kill with Timothy Dalton was 1989, and Goldeneye came out in 1995. I think there was some litigation going on with the producers, and when Roger Moore gave up being James Bond in after View to a Kill in the mid-80s, they had wanted Pierce Brosnan to be the new James Bond. But Pierce was tied up with Remington Steele and could not get out of his contract. So they got Timothy Dalton. And I like Timothy Dalton too. He plays it more along the lines of Roger Moore. Sean Connery. Timothy Dalton played it a little tougher, whereas Pierce Brosnan and Roger Moore, in my opinion, played a little tongue-in-cheek with a lot of gadgets. Now, I know this shaving cream is a little thin. I really loaded up the brush with water, which is probably not necessary. But, yeah, so Goldeneye 1995. Some changes in the movie. No longer did James Bond wear a Rolex. I understand the Rolex company didn't sponsor their watches anymore. So that was the first movie where they used the Omega Seamaster. And to this day, they're still using the Omega Seamaster in the James Bond movies. Oh, that feels so nice, man. Nice razor. Nice razor. Thank you, Ross. However, he still used his Walther PPK.
Walther PPK. 7.65 millimeter. Only 3 men I know use such a gun. I believe I've killed 2 of them.
Lucky me.
Now, you know, that's why I took a while to get this video out. I was waiting for that Walther PPK you see in the intro of my video. That's actually a war souvenir, a war trophy brought back by an American GI from a captured German officer. And it was 1939 when that pistol was made, and it had the brown grips on it. And James Bond usually carries the Walther PPK with the black grips. So I was waiting for the black grips to come from Germany. That's why I was waiting so long. Now, I'm not going to talk during this part. I'm not going to shave too close to that lip. Can't open that cut up again. But yeah, GoldenEye was a very good movie. I really liked it. It got, you know, Pierce Brosnan in his later movies, they got a little bit, you know, hokey with the invisible car, but GoldenEye really brought back the Bond franchise, and I think he did a good job in that movie. Probably my favorite Pierce Brosnan movie was GoldenEye. I don't know what your guys are. Of course, it's probably a Sean Connery or... And now we're on hiatus, waiting for the next James Bond movie due to COVID. Oh, and I hope all of you are staying safe. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the nurses and doctors and law enforcement and firemen, everybody who's on the front line, grocery store workers, everybody who's out there. Thank you very much. I heard a few days ago that we lost one of our YouTube wet shavers, Jill, from She Shaves with Jill, and I hope it wasn't from COVID. I don't know. I know she said she was having trouble breathing, and the next thing I know, I was getting emails saying she had passed away, and she was real concerned with COVID out in Florida. So stay safe, guys. And we miss you, Jill. Rest in peace, old friend. And thank you guys for letting me know. I had no idea. I think I got an email from Jeremy and a couple of other people telling me a couple of days after it had happened. Now the second pass is going correct. Across the grain. You really don't even need a second pass with these sensors. GoldenEye was also the first movie to replace M with a woman, Judi Dench, and here we go. And she's played M in every movie since. I think Bernard Lee passed away in the 80s, and they just never replaced him. They always had Freddie Gray, Chief of Staff. Or Minister of Defense, I forget. We're having a heat wave here in California, and the weather is just absolutely humid and gross. Fires everywhere, air quality. Hope winter comes, brings a lot of rain, and hopefully a cure for COVID-19. No cuts. All right. The Floris is actually an Uday toilet. So it's a spray. It's not a splash on. So I hope I don't get it in my eyes this time. The wife's gonna like that. All right. Well, the gold sensor. Not the XL, this is a sensor. But very, very nice. Very nice shave. And a good movie. If you haven't seen GoldenEye, I really do recommend it. It's got a lot of gadgets, a lot of fun. The scenes where he's driving the tank through Russia, just amazing. You know, really good. And him diving, bungee cording off that dam in the beginning of the movie is one of the coolest openings, next to Roger Moore going off the cliff in Spy Who Loved Me and the British flag popping up out of his parachute. So, hey everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient. That's my Goldeneye shave with a gold Gillette sensor. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you stay safe. And we look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye for now.